Okay, we can go ahead. Let's talk about it.
So this is the Caterpillar D4 that Carson Combs had on his farm. And we're going to talk about how we might be able to start it. So back here we have the fuel valve for the diesel fuel that goes up to the big engine. It's a butterfly valve, so it's open or closed. And you'll see that it's open because usually it's dripping a little bit of diesel fuel around it. And then we come up here. This is the throttle for the big engine. Right now it's all the way closed. That was how you would turn off the engine when you're done running it. When you want to start it, you want to have it about half to 3/4. So that's all the way open. We'll back it down about there. And it will stay once you leave it. It'll just stay right there. This is the air filter for the big engine. At times you could take this top cover off by loosening up this cinch bolt here and spray ether or starting fluid down in to give the diesel engine a little bit of assistance getting started. Then this is the starting motor, or also called the pony motor, for the big engine. We have to get this running first, and then it will be used to turn over the big engine to get it started. This is the fuel for the pony motor, and this is the fuel tank. It was a remanufactured.
And that takes gasoline.
Just standard gasoline.
Pump gas.
This is the fuel on and off. So turning this counterclockwise or loosening it will turn the fuel on. I'm gonna leave it off for right now because we're going through things. This is a sediment bowl that'll let you see how clear your fuel is. So it looks real good there.
And the reason that fuel is a little red is because this time we fill it up with a 2-cycle fuel blend, right?
Yes, we had some
Normally it would just be clear fuel, but
this is the oil dipstick for the pony motor, and you can see it's a little low. We should add some when we're done today.
Okay.
And we can
check that before we start it.
Correct. That would be great to do. And then over down here is the dipstick for the big engine to check the oil on the big engine. It needs to be checked when it's running, but we just usually pull it out and make sure that it's got some on it. Okay. And then this is the radiator for the big engine. If you're going to be running it for any length of time, you want to make sure it's got water and antifreeze inside of it. We're going to drain it here at the end of today, so when it sits over the winter, it won't have anything to freeze.
Okay.
Okay. We come in front of it. So this is the starting area. There's a push start once you get the battery and power to it that will turn over the pony motor to get it started. The bottom lever down here is the choke. All the way back or pulled towards you is full choke. Pushed in is open. You often have to get it somewhere in the middle. That's where the pony motor likes to run. This one up here is the throttle. And pull it towards you to open the throttle. That's usually just wide open, or right below it is what it needs to be.
Let me see that choke button. Oh, okay. There's a choke's in there, and that's the throttle. Okay.
The bottom. And you can see what it does on the other side to kind of get an idea.
It estimates the, yeah.
So when you're getting ready to start, for this lower lever needs to be pulled up as far as it can go. And when you turn the pony motor over, you can kind of feel it and make sure it's seated. That allows the pony motor to turn over the big engine. And once you get the pony motor started, you cannot engage it. It'll be grinding gears. So you have to have it and hold it in the whole time the pony motor is starting until the big engine catches.
Yeah. This was probably not designed that way, but something is broken, and that's what we have to do now to start it.
So you'll have this up, you'll hit the button to get it started, and once it's started and running, the pony motor itself is loud because it's just coming out of the straight pipe. You will move this lever forward, and that will start turning over the big engine, and you have to kind of feel the pony motor, how well it's running. It will bog down or make the pony motor work really hard. So if you just throw it over, you can kill the pony motor. So you have to kind of work it in. Again, and also right above here is the big engine decompression. When it's pushed in, there's less compression on the diesel, easier for it to turn over, but it's not going to run as strong. So as we're trying to get it started, a second person could come, and once everything's turning over pretty well, pull this back to go to full compression. That helps it get started a little bit quicker, but we'll leave it down for now. Over here we have the fuel for the big diesel engine. Starting up here, seems to be, we don't know for sure, some sort of bleed valve for air release valve. When we were trying to start it this morning, when Bob backed that out so any air that was trapped in the fuel system could come out, it helped it get started. So we usually leave that closed, but you could try opening it if the engine isn't catching. This is another bleed valve. There's a little hole on this side. And you unscrew it with a crescent wrench. And you should see fuel running out of here to show you that the pump is pulling fuel from the tank and at least getting this far. Then it comes over into these injector feeder tubes. So you can loosen these with a 3/4 inch wrench as you're turning over the big motor, and you should see diesel fuel coming up through those. Tighten them back down. And then up on top, you have where the fuel feeds into the fuel injectors. You can again use a 3/4 inch wrench to crack those open. If there's any air trapped in the line, it should allow it to escape, and then you should see diesel fuel coming in, and then you would tighten those back down to seal off the system and help get it started.
Okay.
The arm workout there.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, but it definitely like the throttle pretty much on it.
Should I give it more throttle? Shut it off? We're good.
That's about as low as I dare idle it.
Okay.
So when you're ready to shut it off, that clock is wide. That will kill it.
Awesome. You want to go through the operation of the hand controls real quick?
Sure. So this is this was the throttle. We saw
Yeah.
this a second ago. This is the throttle controller. This is the main clutch that engages the transmission across the board. So what you will do is, if this is unengaged, or like if you're pushing the clutch pedal on a car to the floor, pull it back, it will lock in. Both tracks will turn, and you'll go whatever gear you're in. So when you want to shift into a gear, you're disengaged, you'll move this lever. It's gonna be hard to move right now because the transmission's not moving, but you can feel it. They'll go into a gear. Then you will pull this back. Both tracks will start to turn in whatever direction you generally forward. When you're ready to rotate the tractor right or left, whichever direction you want to go, on that side, push down on the brake, pull back on the clutch, and it will disengage that track. It will stop moving. This one will continue to move and rotate the tractor in that direction. You can do it gradually, or if the clutch and brake are really tight, you can stand on it and it will just turn in a circle, rotating on that track, tearing up everything underneath. So then to turn the other way, you do the same thing. You're ready to stop, disengage, then you can shift gears and go forward again.
And then if you're rolling down a hill and your clutch is out, you can hit both brakes.
Yes.
If you need to stop it. Yeah. Okay?
theoretically.
In theory.